Hey there, welcome back to Program Addicts. Today we'll be reviewing Hitem3D. Let's start out with Morticia Addams from the Addams family. That could be really cool to see in 3D. I'm starting out with 100 tokens, and it takes 10 tokens to generate a model. That took around 1 minute and 20 seconds to generate. I've got to say, it doesn't look too bad, though we can't texture it with this website. It looks like it'll save in the GLB format. I'll just download the model, and I also don't have a folder for this site yet, so I'll make a new one to place it. Now that we've done that, let's move on to the next model, which made it so currently have 90 tokens. Looks like history isn't showing anything yet, and I don't know if it will. Now we're going to try my image of Abra and see how well it'll generate the mesh. A lot of sites are struggling with this image. That took 1 minute and 33 seconds, and wow, that's a really clean and nice looking mesh. Let's download this, and I think we can move on to the next image. I wanted to see how a detailed cartoon drawing would do. This is from the artist double_BR_BA on Instagram. You should check their page out. They've got really cool art. I really like this egg cyborg image. So let's try it. Looks like that took around 1 minute and 53 seconds. This is really cool. At first you might be confused because it doesn't have a face. But if you actually look at the face, it maybe makes sense that if you were making a 3D model of this and wanted it to look really close to the source, you might make that a texture and not a sculpted part of the model. The detailing also looks really close to the source image, with the different pieces of technology on the suit and even its weapon. Seem pretty accurate, which is impressive. Now let's generate our fourth model. I was thinking that this image might be harder to recreate because it's a rough sketch of design choices for the movie A Bug's Life. Okay, that took approximately 1 minute and 25 seconds. I'd say this is actually a pretty clever AI generator because it seems to understand anatomically how a lot of things work. But it fails when ideas are a bit more symbolic and less realistic. Obviously not perfect, but oh well. Let's move on to the next model. Our next test is to see how well it does to generate anime characters. So let's see if it can generate Miss Midnight from My Hero Academia. That took around 1 minute and 39 seconds. Not too bad, definitely room for improvement, but as I'm looking at it, I'm really surprised and impressed by the folds in the clothes. Her hand gets absorbed into her hip, which obviously we don't want. But it could be a lot worse. Let's move on to our last one. The first image we used was an old image, and of a woman. This one will be higher quality, and of Dwayne Johnson playing a character in the first remake of Jumanji. I imagine it should be pretty good quality since the image is better quality. The only issue is the image cut off his feet. That took around 1 minute and 27 seconds. This time, it didn't attempt to even generate his feet, it just left them cut off. It also made him look a bit like Sloth from the Goonies. However, it really is quite impressive how it does clothes. I'd just like to know why it struggles to generate faces. Must not have been many people in the training data. This has been an interesting demonstration of the website. If you liked this, please subscribe and like, and let me know what you thought in the comments.